بإسلامي وإيماني أضاء الكون وزمن بإسلامي.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Deen Love here, your brother Najib, Muhammad Hassan, and we have a special guest today in the house as we are starting a very new, beautiful series called Good Deeds. So what we're going to try to do, inshallah ta'ala, is we always try to bring you guys great content in regards to how we can get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and build that nearness, that connection. And that's why we're sitting here today. Iman is our connection and Allah is our direction. And that's the idea. So, inshallah ta'ala, a new series called Good Deeds. And with that, we're going to try to highlight some key essentials, key good deeds. Starting today, inshallah, we have a very beautiful good deed to share with you. So, inshallah ta'ala, our special guest, Ustad, Shaykhana, Akhuna, Ilyas, is in the house with us today. We've been hanging out, having a great time. Welcome to the show, Ustad.
Jazakallah khair. I appreciate you having me, man.
Definitely.
Alhamdulillah.
So today, Ustad, we wanted to highlight some of the greatest deeds in Islam.
No.
And today we're starting out with some of the most important, key, maybe undermined good deeds that sometimes don't take it as serious as people should. And today that good deed is a smile. Ustad, tell us about how important the word or the action of a smile is.
Well, Akhi, alhamdulillah, one of the beautiful things about the religion of Islam is that it is not made in such a way where it's only for an elite few of people who are either wealthy and can only afford certain things to do in Islam, or certain people who can only do certain aspects of Islam. The beauty of Islam is that it's made for everybody. And so with that being said, that means that things like even smiling is an act of worship in Islam. Even smiling is an act that can bring someone closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a matter of fact, it was the habit of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to constantly be smiling in the face of people and making them happy by doing so. Because the way you project yourself, the way you present yourself, including your smile, right, is something that impacts other people in the way that they feel and how they see themselves and how they even see you in Islam.
Yeah, definitely. Even me personally, when I see somebody smiling, or I walk into my house, my family, my friends, you know, when somebody smiles at you quickly at your presence, it leaves an impact. What are your thoughts on that, Stat?
No, of course. That's why it was the habit of the Prophet ﷺ. There are so many different narrations that say, you know, that he was constantly smiling and things like that. Yeah. And of course, that's why Muslims should be in that habit of smiling. Because how nice is it when you come home after a hard day's work, Akhi, and you come and your wife is smiling at you?
Oh, that's
a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But if she came or you come to the house and she's frowning at you, looking at you with a frumpy face, like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you want to rush to come home. You know what I mean? You're like, oh man, about to come home, and I know that, you know, face is gonna be there. But when she's smiling, that makes you want to rush home. You know what I'm saying? Because of the happiness that she's sharing with you the moment you walk in the door. Not only with, you know, from your spouse, but even for your children, if you have children. You know what I'm saying? That also has a big deal and impact on them, that they see you with a smiling face, that you're projecting positiveness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which again only draws them closer and nearer to you. Yeah. Which is something that all of us want. We want our families to be close to us. We want to be closer to our brothers and sisters. And one of the best ways to do that is to smile.
Okay, so a big question.
No.
Does somebody get reward for smiling?
Absolutely, absolutely. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had a man come to him, and this is mentioned in Tabarani. A man came to him and he said, Ya Rasulullah, ayyu ahabbu an-nasi ila Allah, wa ayyin a'malin ahabbu ila Allah. So he said, who are the most beloved people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what are the most beloved actions to Allah? And so the Prophet ﷺ, he said, أَحَبُّ النَّاسِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَنْفَعَهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. That the most beloved people to Allah, the people who out of all of the people on the earth that Allah loves the most, are the ones who are most beneficial to the people. But the shahid is the next part, the point is the next part. He says, and the most beloved action to Allah, سُرُورٌ تُدْخِلُهُ عَلَى أَخِيكَ الْمُسْلِمِ, is to make your Muslim brother or sister happy, right? And how can you make somebody happy? But when you're smiling, you know, at them. Wallahi, sometimes, Akhi, you know, just you come across somebody at work, Muslim brother or sister, and they might be having a bad day at work, right? And so just you smiling at them, you know what I'm saying, is a positive thing that might uplift them, make them feel a little bit better. Doesn't cost you anything. You didn't have to very much go out of your way. It's even, I remember hearing a study about that it costs, or it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown.
To frown.
Right? But the point here though is that you get the greatest reward, which is what? A reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you smile, which of course is a way of making other people happy.
SubhanAllah.
Yeah,
such a beautiful concept.
No, it is, akhi. And again, one of the best things about it is that it's something so simple and so easy, but look at the reward that you're getting for it, akhi. Who here doesn't want the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What brother or sister who's a Muslim, who believes in Allah, believes in the last day, doesn't want his love? And so something so simple, akhi, as a smile. Doesn't cost you $1,000 of sadaqah, doesn't cost you hours of recitation of the Quran, which are all good things.
Yep.
But all of us can smile. All of us can do
Anybody
that.
can put on a smile.
That's right, alhamdulillah.
Some people, they say, I'm not a people's person, which
No.
sometimes I'm not able to just put a smile on my face all the time.
No.
What are your thoughts on that, Ustad?
Well, yeah, I mean, alhamdulillah, again, it's not a requirement. It's not something that you have to do.
It's not wajib.
Nobody's, saying that you have to be an extrovert, that you're the life of the party everywhere you go. That's not what's, being said. But, Isa alayhi salam, he mentions in the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him blessed wherever he is. وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتَ. Right? That wherever he is, no matter where he is, whether he's with his family, whether he's with friends, whether he's, at work, whether he's in ibad, wherever he is, he's a source of blessing, right? And he's blessed, right? And so someone who wants that blessing, someone who wants to be blessed wherever they are, one of the easiest ways that you can do that is smile. So even if it's not something that you're used to doing and it's not easy for you, tayyib, it's something that maybe you have to practice, maybe you got to do a little more often or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the reward for it, right, far outweighs any maybe uncomfortability that you might go through, smiling or whatever. And again, alhamdulillah, you don't have to be the life of the party.
Yeah.
All you got to do is smile. Alhamdulillah.
So inshallah,
No.
we'll close with that. Smile is a very beautiful thing.
No.
I know most people, sometimes they smile when they're only with their friends or certain people or try to smile to your brother or sister that you see. Again, Iman is our connection and Allah is our direction. Just by that, when you see your brother or sister, you should always put on a smile. What about brothers smiling at sisters, Ustad? What are your thoughts? What about it?
No, that might be a whole nother video segment. But I can say real quick, akhi, we deal with people in different settings, right?
Yeah.
MSAs, at school, at work, and so on and so forth. Smiling, akhi, it's not haram to smile at a sister. But there's ways that you can do it.
Yeah.
There's a smile that, it's just a lingering, you know what I'm saying, that kind of little glance or whatever. This is not, you know what I'm saying, because obviously behind that, as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. But it shouldn't be the habit that you go around like, hey sister, I just want you to notice that
I'm smiling.
I'm smiling at you. It shouldn't be something like that. But if you're at work or you're doing something, a project, and somebody hands you something and you smile, thank you, I appreciate that. You keep it professional and you keep it moving.
Yeah.
Then that's perfectly okay, because that's how da'wah is spread. That's how the goodness in Islam is spread, is by people seeing your good character. So now, if I told you the opposite and I was like, no, brother, it's not, you can't smile at her, then it's going to be like this. You come, she gives you the little paper, which she did something for you, right? And then you take it like, Assalamu alaikum. And you have a beard, and you have maybe someone who maybe is looked at as representative of the religion, then it's be like, man, these people are, what I'm saying, they're harsh, they're, whatever. But again, it's innamal a'malu binniyat, and you keep your limits. It's basically keep it professional.
Keep it professional.
No, and Allah knows best.
With that being said, we'll close this good deed. Always smile at your brothers and sisters to a certain extent. Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Make it unique, and always be the person to bring the people together and cause a better environment and a better outlook. Until next time, sallallahu sallam ala nabiyyina wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
بإسلامي وإيماني أضاء الكون وزمن بإسلامي وإيماني أضاء الكون وزمن